Apollo has his first pony party today. It's very exciting. He's got his first cross-country competition. Watch to find out how he gets on. Very exciting day today at Not Too Late Eventing HQ. Apollo has his first cross-country competition, his very first competition ever, and I'm thankful that today Amy is taking him. I'm thankful generally, and also today I've woken up feeling really rough, so I just hope we can get through the day without incident. But today we're going to Hall Place Equestrian Centre, and we're going to take you with us. Obviously Apollo's going to go out in the field first thing this morning, and we're going to get Sabio and Oreo ridden, and then we're going to go off to the competition and meet Amy. She's got another horse there doing the same class, but one of the early ones, and then Apollo's the last horse to go. So we're going to take you with us, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a very hot day, so he'll need nursing round. I think he's not massively fit, so we're just going to go for a little trot trot round. But at this stage, a cross-country competition or a cross-country school, probably going to do less work in a cross-country competition really, because he's just going to do the fences once. So fingers crossed it goes well for him and he has a good learning day, and we're going to get on with the morning jobs now. So we're just putting Apollo out for a little bit of grass and a little chill before we get him in and start getting him ready. It's cross-country, so he doesn't need to be too shiny, but he has got quite a few stains and stuff like that we'll need to fix. But I always like him going out, so he can go out and have a chill. Sabio's staying in because we're going to ride him, but at least he can have a little relaxed time out there. You've had a treat, bruv. Go have some relaxing time. Bye bye. He says no. Bye bye. So he's just had a little bath. I thought it's really hot today, so I thought actually I'll soak him before he goes on the trailer, because by the time he gets there I reckon he'll be hot anyway. So that's why he looks quite shiny, because he's wet. He says no publicity. So this is his first party, so we're very excited. Would have liked to have prepared him a bit more, as in like clean, but it is what it is. We're just gonna, you might not be able to just get the shavings out rather than brush right through it, because it's wet, so it'll be horrible to brush. And then we're gonna put him on. Sabio wanted to come in, so he's come in. And he's next door having a nap. Yeah, having a nap next door. He didn't want to stay out on his own. It's too hot.
That's a good thing though, because Apollo and Sab are like buddies.
Yeah.
And they have a gap. Yeah. It's also good for us because we're in an Apollo stable.
Yeah.
We need to film Sab.
Yeah.
In the gap.
So we're going to just put him on the trailer now and head on our way. So we're nearly ready to go, only about 45 minutes later than I imagined. But we're just going to, we're just finishing off Apollo. Just remember to be positive. Watch his side. Yeah. Oh, Mabel.
Mabel.
Oh, pop it. Move your bum bum. Move your bum bum.
He doesn't know that signal.
Watch yourself. Oh. So we've arrived and Apollo is just being chilled out, having some hay. I did intend to get him off and walk him about, but it's so hot out there, it's actually much cooler in here. So he's got all his windows open, he's got hay, we keep on giving him water, and we think it's much better for him to stay in here for a little while. It's got quite a while, they're running a bit late as well, so he might be here for a little while. So I think it's better than him getting hot. And we'll check in with you in a bit. So he is super chill in here. He's not even that, he's not sweated. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. He's a little bit hot, but there's no big sweat bits on him. So I'm just going to give him a little while longer. I've made some water mash down there. He keeps on sticking his nose in it, nothing. But he's standing really nicely, really chilled. It's not ideal on a day like this, but actually really good for him just to come and stand and, you know. So I'm going to try and put his boots on in here when it's time and get his bridle on in here, so that then if I can get his saddle on I will, so that it's a bit easier, but we'll see how it goes. Still got a little while. So just come back to check on Apollo. Amy has gone to warm up her horse that is for sale, but is actually on first, and they're running about 16 minutes late, so it's a bit tricky to know whether they're gonna stay running that late, but Apollo is super chill, so I'm gonna show you now. the next day and he was awesome. I couldn't do a outro yesterday because it was so hot and we just wanted to get him home, and then we were in a real rush to get everything done, but he was great. Amy said she's so proud of him. He, as you can see on the video, he had a bit of a wobble into the first fence, and then that was fine, he went over it. And the first fence was going towards the wood, so it wasn't it was a nice fence, but not really in the way it was positioned. And then the second fence was a kind of some sort of pheasant feedery thing going into the woods, so it was quite light to dark, and he had a proper spook at it. She said she nearly fell off because he went one way and then went the other way at the last minute, but she didn't, and she got him over it. She had to sort of turn and represent to that one because she didn't have enough sort of him together to go from a sort of standstill. And then she said he went through the woods, and there was about 4 through the woods that she said he was brilliant. He just flew, gave her such an amazing feel. And then she came out of the woods and went into the big field where we got some video, and he flew around there, sort of had a look at a few things, but really made an effort and jumped when he sort of, you know, when he was at the fence. She had one thing across the middle where she said the log had funny light on it, and he sort of didn't see it until the last minute, and she had a run out, like a glance off really, and then represented, and he went fine. He went up the bank, down the bank, through the water. There was a few like chunky ones because it was an 80, and then a few small ones as well, so it was a real mix. But he flew around everything. He was so good. He stood on the trailer. While we were waiting for her turn, because then they were running late. He in the warm-up, he normally doesn't make any effort over small jumps at all. In the warm-up, he really jumped all the warm-up fences beautifully, like really gave it loads of air. But he was brilliant in the warm-up. Horses were in there, and then they left, and he was fine. He walked down like where there was like something she had to go past to get to the warm-up, like a sort of farm machinery thing, and past all the stall and the cafe. Just went past it all. Like I know Sabio's not going to behave like that. But he was brilliant. He warmed up well. He went in well. He did everything. He waited at the start because they were running late. He went round it. He was perfect. Then he went back on the trailer and just stood while we were waiting for the results. Just didn't mind. He was a bit lit up when we got him off. So I tacked him up on the trailer by myself, and he was great. He had all his tack on, his boots and everything, and he's never done that before. And then when I walked him around just as she was getting off her other horse, he did do one little like spring lamb leap in the field where I was walking him around, and he was really strong to walk around, but he was fine. It wasn't like he was being naughty. So many people came up to Amy and said she rode it beautifully because he was, you know, she did really well, and saying that he was like a great horse with an amazing jump, and he drew lots of attention, bless him. So he was so good. He ended up 5th, I think, probably out of 5 because he had 2 stops, but it was just babyish, and she said he gave her such an amazing feel that, you know, she's really excited by him, and we are too. So who knows what's going to happen next. So next time Sabio needs to go cross country schooling again, and then it's going to be I think he's going to go to the same competition that Apollo went to, and I don't think it's going to be the same story because it's quite spooky there, and Sabio doesn't do well with things like that, so we'll see. But thanks for watching, and bye for now. He's just having his breakfast, the breakfast of champions. Good boy. You clever boy.